Let's make some birria tacos on the Blackstone Griddle. We're going to start by setting our pellet grill to about 270 degrees to let that preheat. In the meantime, I'm going to take a chuck roast and I'm going to season it up. I'm just using some basic seasoning here. You really could use whatever you want. I'm also going to use my wireless meat thermometers here by Inkbird to help me keep track of the internal temperature. Now I have way more chuck roast here that I'm going to use for this recipe. I'm also making a couple other recipes while I'm doing this. So once that pellet grill is preheated, we're going to throw those chuck roast onto that pellet grill and let them cook for about 3 hours until they reach about an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Once we've reached that internal temperature, I'm going to use my Dutch oven. I'm going to pull that chuck roast out, put it directly right there into that Dutch oven. I'm not going to be making this the traditional way because I'm in kind of a hurry. So I'm going to use these viral birria bombs. These are just seasoning bombs that have been kind of compacted into these spherical shapes. We're going to use one of these bombs for this chuck roast, and we're going to add about 4 cups of water to this Dutch oven. Then we're just going to seal that back up and put it right back on the smoker and let it go for about another 3 hours. After 3 hours is up, we're going to pull that out. That birria bomb will have completely dissolved into that water, and that chuck roast should be fallen apart tender. You should be able to just pull it apart with your hands and shred it up with your hands. Now I'm going to separate my consommé from my shredded beef. I'm just going to use a strainer here over a pot and pour my consommé into this pot to kind of warm it up. In the meantime, I'm going to prep my toppings for my tacos. I'm going to do this by dicing up a fresh sweet onion. I'm going to chop up some fresh cilantro. Then I'm going to warm up my griddle. I'm going to place a couple of flour tortillas down to get them warmed up. And then I'm going to brush on some of that consommé on one side of the tortilla. You can, of course, dip this entire tortilla into that consommé. I'm just choosing not to do that to limit how much consommé I'm getting on these tortillas. Once I get that consommé brushed on there, I'm going to give them a flip. Then I'm going to add some cheese. Traditionally for birria, you would use this Oaxaca cheese. I'm going to let that start to melt. While that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and add a good amount of my shredded beef. I'm going to top it with my fresh onion and cilantro. Seal that taco up, and then once it's nice and cooked through, I'm going to pull it off and enjoy. Serve this alongside some of that consommé for dipping. These are so good. Hope you give them a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, thanks for watching.